But today's video is basically a 3-month step back at my vending journey. So that's like a big underrated tip that I could give everyone is bring Welcome back, guys, to yet another video. As you can see, I am not at a card show this time. I am actually filming this in my house because it's a different style of video. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. But first of all, I just want to say thank you all so much for 100 subscribers. It's kind of funny. I know, like, in the grand scheme of things, 100 subscribers might not seem like a lot, but if you put it in the perspective of like 100 people in one room all chose to stare at you, it puts it in a better perspective, in my opinion. So I just want to say thank you all for following me so much. We're actually past 100 subscribers at this point. Whether we met at shows, whether you found me on YouTube Shorts, follow me online, regardless of where you know me, I say thank you. That being said, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. We do a lot of Pokemon shows here, a lot of cool deals. It's always fun. I almost started vending like almost 3 months ago to the date. In this video, I have a little list here to make sure I stay on topic. I'm going to be talking about what I've learned, why I exactly started vending, all while I go through my inventory, as you can see right here. Nice and smooth. I'll be giving up like tips I've learned, things I've realized as I've done more and more shows, and also be going over like what's next for the future for the channel and my future card shows. I might as well do what's coming up for the card shows right now, because at the time of filming this, it is November 10th, I believe, and I actually have my first real convention coming up this next weekend. It is the Wausau Collect and Connect convention. It's a 2-day show in central Wisconsin. I have been buying lots and lots in preparation for that show. So this video is kind of like a inventory update to help, showcase some of the stuff that you guys might want to buy if you come out to the shows. So we will start with my sealed promos, because that's the smallest. And I'm not going to kind of narrate what I have, just because I want to talk about some of the stuff I wrote down. Some of you might not have known exactly why I started vending. I started vending to actually help pay for my dad's medical bills. It's not something I talk about too much publicly, but my dad actually suffered a stroke late in the summer, and he actually had to quit his job, and he kind of can't really work anymore, and he was the only one working in my family. So I, put a bunch of my Pokemon collection together and started trying to sell them to help them out. The good news is that they have been since able to work out some of the financials, so I don't have to solely sell Pokemon cards for them to eat food, pay rent, that kind of stuff. So that's the good news. That's why I started. If you are interested in helping them out, I have a donation link in my bio. It's in every video. It's just a fund that they set up, to help them get by in case you feel like you want to help out. But since they're doing good, I have been focusing more. I'm obviously helping them out. Trust me, I am. But I've been focusing on, boosting the channel and stuff like that solely, rather than, I gotta sell all my cards to help them. Otherwise, they're gonna die of hunger. They're not gonna die of hunger. We're gonna be okay. But now that I'm kind of focused on the channel and trying growing it, there are a few things that I've learned just in vending in general and recording. So we'll start with the vending. Some of you might have subscribed when I uploaded my first video, which was the Waterford card show, the first one. And that was a small show. It was not a huge show. And that's kind of what I've learned, is that I'm very glad that I started with a smaller show, for sure. Because I've since done bigger shows, and if I didn't get like the nerves out of me in that big show, I don't know if I would have been able to, sustain this. Other things I've learned. This is gonna be really kind of like cliche, but like I don't say customer service is not the right word, but how you interact with people does matter. Um, I'm still working on a bunch of videos, as you know. I'm a bit behind, hoping to get those done in the future. I have had multiple friends and family members and help me out with shows when they have free time, obviously. And how do I explain this? And when it comes to like them shopping for themselves, the one thing I've heard like multiple times is, "Oh, this person seemed, or this vendor seemed like they didn't want me here. Like they didn't want to talk to me. Like that's the best thing I can. That's the best way I can explain it." So my advice to people who are thinking about vending: make sure you're comfortable having a conversation. That is extremely important. It's kind of like, cliche or whatever, say whatever you want, but like it's not it's not something that you can just ignore. You could have great cards, but if people don't want to be around you, then you're not going to sell anything because no one's going to want to be at your table, right? So that's my philosophy with that aspect. And in the same aspect, another thing that I think is very important, I'm saying this very important, is wear deodorant. I know it sounds dumb, but you would be shocked at how many vendors don't follow that rule. And it's the same thing. If people don't want to be around you because you smell bad, why would they want to buy your cards? It's kind of, it sounds obvious, but to some people it's not. So personal hygiene is very important. When it comes to like how I keep myself organized at shows, I can't give a general like one tip fits all kind of thing because everyone is different, sadly. Like the way I organize things is not how the vendor next to me is going to organize things. But the one thing I can recommend is kind of this personal hygiene thing is bring hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer has been a lifesaver. As you know, in almost every deal, you're going to shake the person's hand after the deal is done. And, excuse me, you're going to shake the person's deal. You're going to shake the person's hand almost every time after a deal is done. And if you're going to sell, 50 to 200 cards at a show, that's a lot of handshakes. And people carry germs, surprisingly. So, and the reason why I say this, I would not have thought about this when I first started vending. It's because I actually had a show that I recorded. I had to scrap it because the audio got corrupted. And it was probably the best show I did at that point. And I shook a lot of hands. And I also brought food with me to eat at the show. And I ate without washing my hands. I got the most sick that I have been in years. And I mean years. I don't get sick very often. So when I say I got sick, I got sick. I was out of my full-time job for, I believe, 4 days. And that's including the weekend after the show. So, in total, I was, sick for, 5 days straight. It was awful. I don't know what I caught, but, is what it is. So, that's, a big underrated tip that I could give everyone is bring hand sanitizer. When it comes to inventory, I started out, literally just selling some of the cards that I had extra and, a small collection that I bought. So almost all of it that you're seeing here on screen, I did not start out with. I've since done trades, bought people out, that kind of thing. So if you think you need to have this massive inventory to start out, don't cut yourself short, right? I don't know if I still have the picture. It's my Instagram profile. Oh no, it was. I don't know if it's still there, if I still have it. But if I can find it, I'll put it up on screen. Oh, it's the top loader. Sorry, I thought this card was damaged because I thought there was a crease right here, but it's just the penny sleeve. My first show, I had one, like, 1.5 by 1.5 display case and a single binder, and everything, my slabs and like higher end singles were all in the display case. So like, if you think you need to have all of this, like display cases, Zion cases, and 50 binders of $20,000 worth of inventory, you don't. That being said, you do need something. You can't go around and bring like boxes and boxes of like 2-cent cards and expect to make your table back. It's just how it works, right? It's easier to make it back if you start selling not ultra cheap cards. So I'm gonna follow Oyama's trading, his advice, which is what I followed. If you can scrap around 1,500 to 12 or 1,500 to 12. Oh my god! I'm gonna follow Oyama's trading video. If you can scrap together like $2,000 to $1,500 to $2,000 worth of cards, you can vend. Because my inventory has, in the last 3 months, has gone up, I think, like almost 6-7x, and that's just from me doing trades. And I make money buying cards, and then I use that money, or I make money selling cards, and I use that money to then buy more cards. So it's kind of like compounding on itself. So if you think you need a huge collection, you don't. When it comes to recording shows, it can be overwhelming, for sure. If you're doing it all on your own, it can get really, really overwhelming. And I don't mean that. I don't want to say this to like scare people away. I have been having a blast. I tell people I'm having fun, and it's true. But it is work, right? It's not just like something that you can just ignore. And I say that because a lot of people think the hardest part is the recording of it and doing all the deals in camera, right? It's not. The work you guys see on the video, like on YouTube and TikTok and stuff, is probably like 25 to 30% of the actual work that goes into the video. About 70 to 75% of the work is almost all editing. So, and when you think about it, it makes sense because you're going through and meticulously picking out moments of this 8-hour day that you recorded the entire thing of. So, it should be expected that you're going to be spending a lot of time editing. And if you can't put in that much time to editing, recording and doing YouTube might not be for everyone. I'm not saying this to discourage anyone. I just want to be upfront of what it is for me. I'm bogged down right now. I just finished recording by far my biggest show ever. It was the Green Bay card show, and that video probably won't be uploaded for at least a month, right? Because I'm doing this all on my own. I don't have an editing team. I don't have I don't have the funds to go and hire an editor, and I have the background, so I'm able to do this myself, right? Let's go with this. So, prepare, be okay with being behind on videos. I should say, I have a quality control aspect that I like to do with my videos. I like to make sure I have all the edits, the cards pop up, as you may have seen in the videos. But some people, they'll just go up and just, show the camera, they'll just show the camera of the cards that they're buying or they're selling, right? I'm not dissing them, obviously. That's just not the videos that I like to make, right? So, that's something that I've learned, is like, I'm okay with my videos taking longer if I like them, the end product, more. Just so we're being clear, be prepared to, like, be behind, right? You're never gonna, that's what I should say. You're never going to, oh.
A few moments later.
Okay, my battery died, so I will try to continue where I left off. Like I said, recording and editing is a lot of work, right? So I would not expect to record a show and then get home right away and edit it immediately. I tried it. It's exhausting, right? Because you're basically, working. Like, vending shows is work for 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours. And coming home and expecting yourself to work another 3 to 4 when you're already in your house or, at your place of relaxation, wherever. It's probably not the healthiest thing to do. So I typically have to wait until the next day to start editing, which is what I'm doing today. I was going to record yesterday, this video, but I was tired. I didn't sleep all that night, right? So I wanted to go home and get to bed. As for what's next, besides the upcoming Wausau convention, the 2 big shows that I have coming up are, I'm doing the Green Bay Card Show again in December 13th, and I am doing the Wisconsin Card Show. It's a 3-day show in Milwaukee. I believe it's at the Milwaukee Convention Center. Those are going to be, the Milwaukee one is going to be my biggest show by far to date. I think it's like 400 tables. So that is what is upcoming for shows specifically. When it comes to the channel, I would like to say I'm gonna improve, but improvements in the eye of the beholder, I guess. But I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm enjoying making videos. I like doing shows. I like that I'm back into collecting Pokemon cards, and then I'm able to fun part of the hobby with vending, and then some of the extra money that I can't make, I will go and give to my parents to help them out. It's nice. It's nice. I'm enjoying it a lot, and that's the big thing. It's gonna sound super dumb and super cliche. You gotta enjoy it, right? So some of the tips, like I said, start off with a smaller show. Make sure you like it first, because these tables that you get, you have to, buy ahead of time to save your spot, and it's not something that's probably a great idea to buy 5-6 tables and find out you hate it, right? That's just not smart with your money. Just so find out if you like it or not. But yes, that was kind of an inventory update, and me rambling and ad-libbing for the last 10-20 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed the style video. If not, then I don't know, leave, I guess. If you enjoy the video, guys, make sure to leave a comment. Make sure to like and subscribe. I try to respond to every single comment that I see. They always make me laugh. But I will see you guys hopefully in Wausau this next weekend. If not, then some of my upcoming shows in December and in January. I hope you guys all have a good day. See ya.